right, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, the name of the Heavenly Father, His name is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God or Jehovah. Alright, that word God simply means power. The letter J wasn't invented until 1524 by John Trissino. It was the letter J was the last letter of your guys' English alphabet. Alright, the letter J was simply the extension of the letter I. Alright, you know, like you have a selfie stick, or like when it's raining you have an umbrella, you have to press that button to kind of extend like the pole. You know, you extend the umbrella. It's like that, you know, because the I, you know, the J, they just carried it from the bottom. They just extended it, you know, made that little loop there, that little swoop. Alright, so the letter J was simply an extension of the letter I. That didn't come about to 1524, so it's impossible that there's no J's in Hebrew. Alright, who the world stubbornly and ignorantly, because they're not well learned, and these churches are under a 501c3 charter. Alright, that means that that Esau's paying them to keep their mouth shut. Esau's paying them to withhold information from the righteous. See that? So they're getting paid to push people off a cliff. So can you imagine how much blood is on those churches' hands? The main people, you know, because a lot of people, the majority of people that go there to these churches, they don't know that these churches sold out under a 501c3. Alright, let's speak facts. These are only like the top heads, you know, the top leaders, the people who run the organization and stuff. They're the ones who sell out. Alright, because you know, a lot of people there in those churches, they don't really know. You know, they think that it's right because it feels right. You know, facts. And the Lord's gonna get those of you that are part of the hopeful elect. The Lord's gonna get, because we still have the 11th hour Israelites. Those of you guys who are gonna wake up, you know, at the very last minute. You know, so they're called the 11th hour Israelites. So if you're like in these Catholic churches, these Christian churches, let's say you're part of like even these other like Israelite groups that are going off like IOIC and stuff like that, the Lord's gonna get you guys out. You know, the Lord's gonna get you guys out in due time. Facts. Oh, absolutely. You know, because we were all misled. You know, shoot, I'm barely, you know, I'm still a young baby in this thing. You know, I barely came into the truth about what, 5 years ago. You know, so hey, that's, you know, everyone just kind of wakes up some sooner than later. It's just the way it is. You know, Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. See that? So the who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ, his correct name is Yahweh Shai. Alright, Yahweh Shai. That word, what was it? That word, Jesus, it means earth pig. It means earth, you know, like this planet, and then pig. Like that animal, that abominable, filthy animal called the pig. Facts, you know. Remember, the letter J wasn't invented till 1524, so it's impossible that his name is Jesus. You know, you know that's watered down Greek. You know, the Lord is a Hebrew. Remember that he was born in where? Bethlehem, Judea. All right, and who dwelt there? Hebrew Israelites, and that was what? The tribe of Judah. Okay, the tribe of Judah. You see? All right. So this is why, you know, a lot of you guys over there are going off in the world, because you erred not knowing the scriptures, and you're not being historically correct. You know, you're just you're just kind of just going with the flow, so to speak. All right, but check into it. Check into it. We're not just out here just oh, how would you Catholics and Christians and just making fun of and bullying people and picking on people. We're just saying that that's not correct. All right, we're just saying that's not correct. Because even me and myself, when I go out there, if I see a Christian or Catholic, because I understand, they haven't been woken up yet, or they're not part of the hopeful elect. But that don't mean like I'm over here just treating them like crap. Be like, oh, you're a Christian, I'll get out of here. Like no, unless they treat me with disrespect, then I just try to ignore them or something like that. But just because somebody's in a different religion or whatever doesn't mean just treat people like crap. Because the Lord can wake up that person if they're an Israelite, in the 11th hour. You see, because the whole world has been deceived by these elites. See that? So we are all groomed. We're all brought up. We're all taught lies, false doctrines. See that? So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go into the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 on down. This is going into the times that we're approaching right now. And what's been really heavy in the spirit, is that, what's coming is famine. That means, they're going to cut off these elites. When you say, well, who's they, right? To be specific, the elites, the international bankers, the rulers of this world are going to shut down the food supply. You're going to have the collapse of the FRNs, the Federal Reserve Note, the American dollar bill. It's going to crash very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Very soon, because the dollar bill is devaluing by the second. It's on a decline. Decline means it's on a downhill. It means it's going down, and it's going to crash. So also you have, if you have famine and martial law, those are the main things that are right here at our doorstep. It's right here, ladies and gentlemen. Because you can imagine a little cyber attack, and that already happened to Bank of America. Just I believe it was last week. People couldn't withdraw their money. So can you imagine that? Can you imagine a pretty good cyber attack, an EMP? Those are the power. Remember, you can't get no money out. You can't go to the ATM. You can't go to the banks. Facts. All right, so it's gonna be a time like never before. Because if you don't, let's say if you didn't, if the bank shut down, how else are you gonna pay for fuel and for food? For your family and for yourself. Or let's say you have pets. That's fine. Let's say you have dogs or cats, whatever. How are you gonna feed them? Remember, you gotta feed them too, right? All right. Some people have birds. Dogs, cats. How are you gonna feed them? How are you gonna feed yourself if you can't get money from the bank? If everything's shut down. Let's say some of you guys, you're used to like just ordering like Grubhub. What if the cell phones? Because the internet's about to be cut off. The cell phones are about to be cut. Martial law, it's gonna be cut off. All communication, cell phones, internet. See? So how about those of you that are, that have family that, are on medical disabilities, medical service, that need medical treatment and all that? What are you going to do? Some people have to rely on dialysis to survive, oxygen. They need medical services. They need power to survive. So what if the power's out? What are you guys going to do? Or what are you going to do for your family? What can you do? And if the dollar collapses, you think all these people are going to go to work? All these nurses and ambulance and all that? Yeah, some of them. But, a lot of people, they're not going to go to work because they're like, well, if I'm not going to get paid, I'm not going to work. And then with all these shutdowns and, all these civil wars that are about to break out, people are not going to go to work. Like, why would they go to work? Especially if the dollar bill collapses. If it's not worth nothing, why are people going to go to work? Just for free? I mean, yeah, you have some heroes out there, of course. People who are going to try to help still, but there's not many, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1, and we're going to read on down. We'll probably go down to like the 18th verse or 19th verse, somewhere around there. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So that's what the prophets are doing. They're prophesying. Pro means before, fashe means to tell, because they're warning the people, look, this is what's going to happen. You know, it don't matter what happens to the prophets. It don't matter if you believe them. It doesn't matter if they're persecuted or betrayed. Because why? Because that's not going to change a damn thing. Yeah, that prophet or prophet or teacher may have to go to concentration camp or whatever, persecution, betrayals. But is that going to change the course of anything? Not at all. Because it's going down, baby. It's going down. It's going down. Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, the scriptures, because the prophets are reading straight out their book. The prophets are not out there saying, well, I think, the Lord's gonna, is all love. No. The prophets coming straight with the scripture, what the scriptures say, for they are faithful and true. So these scriptures, okay, the prophecies are undefeated, baby. You know why? Because the Bible reigns supreme. 3rd verse, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity means non-belief, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So don't worry about it. People don't believe, they scoff, whatever, We're not going to go too heavy into that, but I'll just speak real quick on it. People who are working, with agents and stuff like that, don't worry about it. The Lord says don't worry about it. All right, because just because people are doing stuff like that, it's prophecy. Offenses must come. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay, Mia. It's all right, Mia. Don't worry about it. It has to happen. It's just part of it. It's part of the the Lord's program. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Did you hear that? Let's read that again, verse 4. For all the unfaithful, so everybody who don't believe, shall die in their unfaithfulness. So whoever don't believe, they're pretty much through. What can we do? Verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. All right, key word, I. So the Lord's saying he's bringing the plagues. He controls the bankers. He's bringing in the UN troops. He's bringing in the sleeper cells. He's bringing in these storms. All right. Oh, yeah. The sword. So, yeah, military, civil war, World War III. Look what's happening with Putin, NATO, Israel, Iran. See? Famine. That's coming very soon. There's going to be no more, there's going to be no more food in these grocery stores. Very soon. Can you imagine? Those of you out there, how many of you guys got food, stocked up and all that, for, a couple months, but you got to understand, once this thing starts to go, it ain't going to shut down. It's not like, okay, you know what? All right, you guys, grab your generators and, make sure you service your generators and, get new spark plugs and, make sure they're ready to rock, because we're going to go under martial law for, 3 months and then, America's going to bounce back. No. Okay, once it starts, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse until Yahushua and the angels get here and finish everybody off. But remember, it's twofold. It doesn't mean that, everyone is doom and gloom, because you have a lot of righteous people out here. And specifically out here in America. Remember, just because you hear America is going to be judged, doesn't mean that you're in the American military or you're an American citizen that's not going to make it out of here. Because I'm an American citizen. See? I was born and raised here. See that? And so were a lot of the prophets. So you got to remember that, yes, there's going to be a lot of harsh judgments here in America, but a lot of you Americans will be saved. All right? You're Hebrew Israelites, but you're American citizens. Remember that. All right, so this is why there's so many chariots, so many so-called UFO sightings here, because the angels are ready to not only destroy this place, but they're also ready to save you guys, because you guys are gonna need a lot of help, because not just let's go to war and all right, it's about to pop off, you guys, let's just duke it out, everybody, let's get down, are you riding, are you about it, are you about it, are you about it, are you about it, see? Because also, children are going to need to be safe, when these elites have killer drones out here, robots, androids, they're going to have to be protected. At the same time, you guys are going to have to be fed, it's a lot. It's not just everyone, all right, let's just duke it out. All right, let's go, you guys, everyone, let's just duke it out, fuck it. Excuse my Italian, but you guys got you mortals out here, are gonna need help. You know, your family, your wives, your husbands, you're gonna need help. Your children. See? Death and destruction. Verse 6. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Huh? Wickedness. So is this place more, righteous going on, or is there more wickedness going on? There's more wickedness going on. This is why the Lord's coming back with lasers, the angels. All right, if it wasn't that bad, the Lord would come back with a latte. Say, you know what? Have my latte ready. I'm just gonna check in. See how you guys are doing. I'm gonna check in real quick. Let's have a barbecue. Let's have a potluck. Have my latte ready, right? The Lord like wine. The Lord loved to drink wine. But is the Lord saying that? No, the Lord's coming back with lasers. So what does that mean? This is only one thing. It's very simple. The Lord's coming back with lasers and gonna shoot off the icy beams at the same time. So does that sound like the Lord is happy? No, there's a lot of bad going on. A lot. But is there good people out here? Absolutely. Is there people that believe? Absolutely. But it's just that there's a bigger number of them that don't believe. You gotta understand that. It's not just the Lord's gonna come and we're all dead. No, don't believe that moron, whoever's speaking like that. Get away from that person. That person's a straight retard. Straight up. Huh? 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. There you have it. It's polluted the whole earth. It's not just America. It's not just Europe. It's not just Australia. Not just Africa. Not just South America. It's the whole earth. It's it's time. It's time, mijo. It's time, mijo. It's time. It's time. And their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Lord's saying, that's it. It's go time. Therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. So the Lord is saying, I see everything that these devils are doing. And remember, that word devil simply means deceiver, all right, false accuser. Because you got to take that image out of your head. Because as soon as, people of this world, you hear that word devil, you think, talking about that red reptile, with horns on his head and a red pitchfork waiting for you underneath the ground to burn in eternity, right? All right, that word devil simply means deceiver, false accuser, which means what? A liar. All right, so this is what you have to be aware of, because these elites, when we call them devils and stuff like that, this doesn't, because you think right away, you have a lot of people who are not well learned, you kind of smile, when we talk about the Edomites, the so-called white man, those of you that believe in Satan and Baphomet, not those of you that are so-called Caucasians that believe in the Lord. There's a difference, remember. All right, so that word devil, that's why a lot of people kind of chuckle, like, oh, the devil, and they're like, oh, here we go, talking about the so-called white man, like, oh, here we go. No, it's not just here we go, because that word devil simply means deceiver, but these elites put that image in your head, because anytime, all right, there's commercials or something like that, they see that word devil, or something like that, they always put like a person, a character that looks like a red reptile with horns and with a pitchfork. So that's what people think right away. That word devil simply means deceiver and false accuser, a liar. See that? So this is why people don't really take it seriously, because they already think it's a joke, that we're just fooling around. It's like, no, what do you think they're talking about? They're talking about getting rid of 6 billion people next year. We're talking about mass murder, 6 billion people. And you guys are still chuckling like, oh, it's all good. It ain't all good, baby. See? But if you want to be a moron and think everything's just a joke, go for it. Go for it. I don't give a damn. Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Because they boast in being wicked. They don't feel bad about when they do wicked stuff. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. So when they sacrifice babies and all that, the left hand side, those babies are telling the Lord, hey, it's these clowns, it's these Edomites, These dudes are sacrificing babies like in the woods and all that crap, and their underground cities. That's all they do, Especially right now in this time, in the time of October and all that. This is all like, winter solstice and all that. It's a very heavy time of sacrifice. Oh heck yeah, facts. Just watch, just Google how many from now until December, how many babies go missing, how many children go missing. They're all being sacrificed unto these Satanists on the left hand side. Facts. Where do you think these children go? And which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me. So as soon as they take out these children, they sacrifice them. But mainly they sacrifice like babies, like infants. All right. They're right there telling the Lord, it was these clowns. So all these babies are up there saying, it's these fuckers. Get them. So the Lord's like, all right, I'm gonna get them. Don't worry, I'm gonna get them. Just relax. Just sit, just chill right here. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna send my son Yahweh Shai. That's what Yahweh's saying. All right, because they're crying to Yahweh, saying these people are sacrificing us. Who? Like all the dumb left hand side. So this is why the retarded left hand side. Yeah, that's right. Facts. Because it's all about the right hand side, baby. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, roll your eyes. Go ahead and get upset. It's all about the right hand side. Straight up. And if you have a problem with that, run it. Run it. You guys think you're stronger than the wrong hand side? Prove it. Because the whole world wants to see. Oh yeah. The whole world's gonna see who's stronger. Oh yeah. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Yeah, because all the righteous that are around the world, whether they've been slain or they're still alive, they're crying to the Lord, saying, Lord, hey, bring down these devils, man. Bring down these elites, man. This is crazy, This world's out of control. You got Transformers and all that. They even go to like the drag shows. They go to like these elementary schools and all that. I mean, that's crazy, And they straight tell you these drag queens and all that. They're like Transformers and all that. They straight tell you, yeah, we're coming for your children, straight up. And people just, all right, well, whatever. They're being phony. I mean, no, they're straight saying this, And who are they targeting? They're targeting the children, all right, the kids. And you guys are just, it's, it's all right. It ain't all right. Fucking dummy. It ain't all right. This place is becoming corrupt. It's far already surpassed Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Lord completely destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. But can you imagine what the Lord's going to do here? We're talking overkill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 9. And therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I will surely avenge them. See? So there it is. The Lord's like, I got it. Don't worry. I got these devils. Don't worry about it. And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Oh, okay. Hey, you guys ever seen that movie, The Mist? All right, remember when that lady said, hey, there's one God, the God of the Israelites, and he's a strong and vengeful God, and we've been mocking him far too long. And now he requires blood. He goes, the bill is due, and now it must be paid. So now the Lord requires what? Blood. He don't want your stinky ass women, your smelly ass women, these whores. He don't want no money. He don't want no Bugatti. He don't want no Maserati. The Lord wants your fucking skull. He wants your blood. So a lot of you say, well, what do you guys want? Your skulls. Your blood. Nigga. Alright? Fuck a TV show. Fuck a harlot. Alright? Fuck everything. A house. Nah. The Lord requires your fucking skull. Because you guys are doing so much wicked and debauchery shit that the Lord's saying, I gotta destroy these people. Excuse my Italian. All right, the Lord's saying, I gotta put them down. because they're that wicked. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. How? Because if you lead people off to a slaughter, to that slaughterhouse, who's leading them? These false churches, these false religions that are under a 501c3 charter, all right, and also these leaders of the world, because they're lying to the people. They're leading you straight to the slaughter. How many of you guys took those the juicy juice? Remember the pandemic, and then they required you to take that that yab. Remember? All right, but what was in that? Hydrocells, nanotech, heavy metals. Remember when people first took them? That people were able to stick a quarter on your shoulder. Remember that? You guys ever seen that? I mean, you think that's just normal? Yeah. Oh yeah. But a lot of people, they messed up because they thought they were doing the right thing. See that? So that's why we don't just go out there and just put people down, because we understand, because we're all being lied to. It's that some of us, some people out there are receiving the mercy of the Lord, some people are not. See? But we're all in the same boat. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. So that hand talking about Yahweh Shai, because the Lord said, don't worry, I'm going to get you guys out. Who? I'm going to send my son. I'm going to send my son Yahweh Shai. All right? Who he's a young man. Our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ. He's a young man. All right? He looks like a so-called black man with like a small afro, like a medium-sized afro, not like a fade, like a small afro, and not too big of a beard. But the Lord, he's he's young, and you want to talk about muscles on top of muscles? That's Yahweh Shai, and he's very tall. He's very tall. He's very tall. And remember, he was only 33 years old. He's a young man. He's a young man. Our Lord's a young man. Yup, and the Lord's gonna be, he's gonna be beating down you wicked out here real soon. The Lord's not just some old man like, all right, I gotta get off the throne. All right, you guys been bad. Nah, the Lord's coming back with style, baby. The Lord's gonna beat up you wicked with class. You guys are gonna get beat down with style. The angels are probably gonna have music play while they're beating you guys up. With a smile. With a smile. Facts. All the wicked out here, all of you that are down with the New World Order, and on the left-hand side, you're gonna get beat down with style. The angels are gonna beat you up with a smile. Facts. Laughing at you while they're beating you up. Facts, baby. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Verse 12, because remember what happened to all the plagues of ancient Egypt? Okay, go read those stories. The Lord's going to bring that here. What did he do? He destroyed their food, their water. Remember? That's going to happen here. Egypt, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten. Right, because the Lord and the angels are destroying the foundations of these strongholds, these leaders. Look at the lies now, because now the truth is being spread up across the four corners of the earth. So it's destroying these lies, all these witchcrafts and all that. With the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail. Meaning like the farmers, because they're having one hell of a time, growing their food. Because a lot of stuff that specifically Americans don't know about is that these elites are buying up the farmlands, and the farmers who don't agree, they killed a lot of them. A lot of them who don't want to go along with their program, they killed them. They killed a lot of these farmers. They're some of them, they're threatening them. So they're buying their land and stuff. They're having them kill animals, having them throw away a lot of milk. Yeah, because it's an organized famine. It's an organized. They're gonna starve you guys out, but it's organized. It's not like it's just gonna happen. They're doing it on purpose. It's a plan. Order out of chaos. See, and also they mess with like the farmers, through their weather manipulation, through HAARP and stuff like that. I'm not. I don't go too big into that. but just know that that's real. That they, they do chemtrails. We're not gonna go too deep into that, but just know that that is facts, baby. That they do, throw chemtrails in the sky, and they do have the capability of manipulating the weather and stuff like that. Even Noah Harari said that. Remember he's like, oh, we can make God as mad as we want. He goes, if he simply takes away our water, we'll just create our own storm and get our own water. See that? But remember that devil said that. Remember he goes, hey, we can make God as mad as we want. Like, all right, run it. You got it. You little maricon. Straight up, that means a little homosexual. Facts, because he is a homosexual. These elites are homosexuals. These small hats, they like guys. You imagine? That ain't just emotional. These dudes are, they literally, at night, they literally lay down in bed with another man. Can you imagine the smell? Shit. That's why the Lord's saying, these dudes, that's it. That's why the Lord's saying, that's it. I gotta destroy these clowns. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail. Yeah, because they're using harp. A lot of these farmers are, it's hard for them to, because they need that I believe what was that the fertilizer and their I forgot that other element, Salakia. I think it was called like nitrogen or something like that. But they're having a hard time growing this food, and then plus, everything of cost is, costing more. So a lot of these farmers too, they're just giving up. They're saying, you know what, fuck it, let's just sell it, and then that's it. We'll just go do something else because it's too hard. The weather's all tripping out, through Esau and the harp and the Lord too, and bringing different weather patterns. So these farmers are having one hell of a time trying to bring you Americans your food. They're having a hard time. Facts. They're being threatened by the elites, to throw away their stuff, sell out, or sell them the land or else. Oh yeah, that's real. That's real stuff. What do you think Bill Gates is over here buying farm? What the hell? What's up with that? Why is he buying farm? Because they want to starve you people out. They want to control. It's all about control. Through the blasting of hell, and with the fearful consolation. Yeah, because you guys are about to see a lot of stuff here. Fearful sights. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So that means woe means destruction. Because there's nothing but wars, evils, betrayals, plagues. Because you guys are actually, this is facts, pay attention. The spiritual realm is going to open up out here. So you guys are about to see like real dragons. You guys are about to see the demons walking out here, the angels. Oh yeah, facts. Like for reals. The spiritual realm is going to be open up out here. And these demons are going to be walking around in packs, attacking people, all that. Yeah, oh yeah. Like these scary movies that they have, like these horror movies and all that, that's real. They're really going to have that. These demons out here, these demons are real, but the Lord controls all of them. So if you're on the Lord's side, if you believe in the Lord's going to protect you from that. But just watch those who get attacked out here, because the Lord's going to start having a lot of people get attacked by animals, and he's going to have these demons actually attack people, because they can hop in somebody and then start attacking people. Because you might say like, damn man, you may see on the news like, this lady just got attacked at the gas station for no reason, because that was a demon, that was her judgment. A demon hopped on that person, on the other person who was attacking that lady, and attacked that lady. So it's not necessarily because, just that guy was a bug out. It's just that the Lord's having things happen now. It's called judgment. But are there cases out there? Yeah, where like, you do have, bad people out there, yes, who do bad things, yes. But there is going to be times where, people won't have control, because the Lord's going to have demons hop in you, and then they're going to do stuff to other people for judgment. Yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 15, and we'll go down to 19th verse. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Yeah, sword, military, Civil War, World War III, that draft, because America, you got too many fires to put out. you're going to go down the same way you went down the first time, because America's Roman Empire 2.0, right? The ancient Rome, they fell because they had too much land to cover. They had like, damn, we had a fight over there, damn, because they were too spread thin. Same thing with America, Look at Israel now, about to go at it with Russia. So America has no choice to go help Israel, because Israel bombed, a Russian military base. Now Russia's like, all right, let's run this shit, baby. Who has to protect Israel? America. See? Who else is going after Israel? Iran. Russia and Iran both have nuclear capabilities, and Israel's pretty much done. Looking at it from the outside in, they're through. From a military standpoint, from a soldier standpoint, Israel is getting ready to literally be nuked to hell and back. They're in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot because they are literally surrounded, and they're still being attacked by Ishmael and all that, Yep. Israel is pretty much done, because if America doesn't intervene, which they have to do a lot of the times, they're pretty much done. They pretty much have to rely on America, because Israel's military is sorry. They're weak as hell. Facts. We're speaking facts. But does Israel have money and power? Yeah, but their actual military is weak, and they rely on America. So that's why when you guys seen in the news lately that Israel got hit by a lot of rockets, who do you think intervened? America intervened. They would have got hit with hundreds of more rockets, but America had to help them. America intervened, for those of you that don't know. But they still got hit, because that's the judgment of the Lord. And those of you guys that are watching, Israel will be completely nuked very soon by Russia and Iran, but predominantly Russia. Yep, it's the judgment of the Lord. See how Russia got involved now? It's all the doings of the Lord, because Israel made that move. The Lord made Israel hit that Russian military base. That way Putin could get on and cracking. See that? Because the Lord controls everything. It wasn't necessarily that Israel made a mistake, because they did. That's a great mistake. But now they have to deal with Russia. See that? So now America, going back to how ancient Rome fell, now America, Roman Empire 2.0, you guys got to go help Israel in the Middle East. Damn, you got troops right here on the coastline. You have Russia and China right here off the west coast. Let's send troops to Alaska. Damn, Ukraine needs help. Let's send billions of dollars. Let's send help over there. Shit, look at Taiwan. China's about to invade Taiwan. All right, let's go help them. All right, what else? You got the Straits of Hormuz. The Straits of Hormuz. If Iran shuts that down, America's fucked. See? It's on and cracking. Those of you that are in the military, you know that the Straits of Hormuz out there, you got all different militaries right there, always ready to rock and roll. That's a very, very heavy spot. That's a very heavy spot for war. Because all you gotta do is cut that off and it's on. This is for trade routes, for your cargo ships, stuff like that. The Straits of Hormuz, that's a very heavy spot, because you got all type of militaries right there, always ready. Because that's like the nations, like your guys' bloodline. So if you guys cut that off, you guys will literally kill a nation. Like you'll kill a person. Kind of like somebody, like, you cut their veins, you cut off their blood. That's it. They're about to die. Same thing with that. That's why the Straits of Hormuz is always hot and heavy right there. You got all different militaries from around the world. You got the heathen, you got America, you got all militaries right there, always ready, because it's a very sensitive spot right there. It's very crucial. It's very critical to a nation's economy. It's your bloodline. See that because America, you get everything from your cargo ships, stuff like that. That's how a lot of these nations and countries, get their stuff. So that's why America, you have too many fires to put out. Yes, America's very strong, but you can't be everywhere at once, baby. And then what about the homeland? You got sleeper cells all throughout this bitch. Sleeper cells, UN troops. So pick your battle. Which one you want to do? You want to go to Israel, help with Russia? You want to go to the West Coast, fighting in the Pacific, in the Navy? You can go to Taiwan, help them. How about Ukraine? You got North Korea, still threatening you guys. Come on. You know, so just pick your battle. I mean, are you gonna fight everybody at the same time? See, because you're too spread thin. This is why that draft is gonna happen, because America needs bodies. But you know, yeah, because American soldiers, you know, they are tough. You know, but look at those people who they about to draft. Look around. You know, you got nothing but Homer Simpsons around here, homosexuals, lesbians, trannies, you know, gremlins and degenerates, people who are disrespectful to their parents. You know, these new kids, these new teenagers nowadays, you know, I don't know what they call them, generation, I forgot, you know, they can't even change a tire. They can't do shit. So, you know, what are you guys going to draft? You guys are going to draft a bunch of, you know, flunkies, a bunch of clowns are going to go out there to the Middle East. Man, these heathens are going to devour you clowns, you know? Because American soldiers, you know, special forces and all that, yes, you guys are badasses. But look at the general population of Americans, you know? Just talking general speaking. You know, because yes, the American military are badasses. Yeah, yes. You know, because they got bad Navy SEALs and Marines and stuff like that, yeah. But look at the general population. Once they draft, look at the people out here. Take a, like, oh, I took a look. No, take a second look. You got nothing but, you know, fruitcakes out here. And that's facts. Nothing but simps. You know? Yes, you got some, you know, some that are going to be alright, but look at the majority. You know? They don't know how to do a fucking thing besides just go on the internet. Facts. Or play video games and complain. You know? That's all they do. All they do is whine and bitch. If they're not real men and real women, they complain about the littlest, tedious things that don't even matter. So how about when they get drafted for war? Can you imagine? These little degenerates out there with a helmet and a rifle, they're about to get taken out by Russians. Come on, man, they're tough. You know, these the Moab, the Chinese, you know, they're well trained. They're very disciplined. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, meaning the wars. Verse 16. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Because here in America, in the States, you guys are going to invade each other. Why? Why is that? Because there's going to be no power, no food, no water. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. That means your politicians, your governors, your mayors. Alright? This is just what Ezra saw, because they may tell you, not 100%, but they may tell you stay in your houses under martial law, you know, for instance, for an example. But, you know, a lot of you say, well, I can't, you know, because we ran out of food. I got to go out there. But you're going to have troops out there, tanks on the streets, you know, militias out there, you know, saying stay inside your house. You're saying, well, I can't, man, my kids are crying, I'm starving, my children are starving, there's no food. You know, they might say, oh, well, help is coming. And then those of you that go out there, they have laws to shoot you on sight. Facts. See, that's what a lot of people are going to fight against the government and say, fuck it, we can't stay, you know, because we're dying. We have no food, nothing's coming in. Because remember, these elites are going to cut everything off. Once the ports are shut down, once the trucks are shut down, once the power is shut down, nothing's coming in or out. Whatever you got, you're going to have to survive. That's where you're going to have to make your legacy. And that's facts. So can you imagine a lot of people who don't have it, they're going to have to come up against the government. They're going to have to say, fuck it, well, I have to go outside. I have no more food. What am I going to do? You know? So people are going to join teams and they're going to fight against the New World Order. Facts. You know, and because they have, you know, their New World Order militaries out here that are ready, you know? Facts. Why do you think they had the UN troops here? Because what a UN troop would do, what an American troop won't do. Alright? Because most American soldiers, they won't want to take another American's life. Some of you say, fuck it, I'll shoot him, I don't give a damn. I don't give a motherfuck. Okay, yes, there's some of you, but a lot of Americans are saying, nah, you know what, that's going too far. I'm not going to shoot this child because they're hungry. You know, just because they leave their house because they're looking for food. That's why they have Plan B. These elites always have Plan B, baby. And that's what the UN troops, because the UN troops will say no problem, because they hate Americans. See, that's why they have UN troops here, sleeper cells. Because what American soldier won't do, the UN soldier will do. You know what? And the UN soldier will do it with a smile, because they've been waiting for a long time here. They're called sleeper cells, and they can't wait to kill Americans. Excuse my Italian, but you gotta know that. And they hate you. They can't stand your guts. You gotta understand that. This is why they're here. You know, to help push for the NWO agenda. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, because people are gonna say, "Fuck, I can't. You know, I'm sorry, but I can't stay inside. You know, if we ran out of food, you know, the children are crying, we're dying." And they say, "Well, just stay in there." See, people say, "Fuck it, we gotta hit the streets. We gotta go look for food. We gotta go look for something because we're dying." See, it's just an example. And the course of their actions shall stand their power, right? Because they're gonna go out. There's gonna be a lot of people that say, "Well, we have to go out." You know, not just to rebel and just say screw the government, but because their life is gonna be at stake. You see? So they're gonna say, "Fuck it, well, I gotta go. I gotta take action." That's what that's talking about. But, however, let's read the next scripture. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, a man, a woman, or a child, teenager, and shall not be able. That's martial law, because these cities are going to be under militarized zones, meaning nobody in, nobody out. See, unless you have high military clearance. See? That's martial law, ladies and gentlemen. Verse 18, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, see? Because a lot of you that are not paying attention, because you American patriots, you know, American Bible belts, people who are truth seekers, you're wise because you're taking heed. But there's no telling that you'll make it. There's no telling that I'll make it. Just because, well, I teach the Bible, that doesn't mean that I'm part of the hopeful elect. You know, I'm hoping for mercy. I'm fighting for salvation, but I don't know. You know, because, you know, I still sin. I don't do it willfully, but, you know, we're still in the flesh. You know, so I'm still fighting for, I'm still repenting. I'm still fighting for salvation. You know, I'm doing the best that I can. You know, I'm just not just doing it just because, oh, fuck it, you know, because it's, you know, it's cool and just, you know, hey, let's be wicked. Nah, you know. We're doing the best that we can out here. For because of their pride, those of you that say, "Oh, it ain't gonna happen," you know, martial law, yeah, right, like that'll happen. You know, people are telling us, "Oh, shut up, you guys are dumb. That's BS." That's fine, but that's your ass. You know, we don't care about what you say about the prophets, because that ain't gonna change a damn thing. You know, you're literally getting ready to be slaughtered. So what you have to say don't even matter. You know. Because if you don't believe, if you think that this is BS, it's on you. You know? Let's say if all the prophets were to get taken out tonight, whatever, that ain't gonna change a damn thing. You're still surrounded by death, sleeper cells, concentration camps, guillotines, that draft World War III, the ICBMs destroying America. See? So it ain't gonna stop a damn thing. The houses shall be destroyed. Why? And men shall be afraid. Why? Because there's going to be no answers, no food, power, water, etc. Verse 19, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Because your neighbor is going to be your worst enemy. Why? Because they know, he or she knows everything that you have. Because let's face the facts. If you're a head of your household, and they shut everything down, you're gonna go to your local grocery stores, right? Your 7-Elevens, liquor stores, to get whatever food that you can, right? All right, but once that's ransacked, because in a panic, people are gonna ransack that, just like you guys ransacked hand sanitizer and toilet paper during the first pandemic. All right, but that was just over safety. So can you imagine people panicking for survival because there's no more food? Oh, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here, ladies and gentlemen. A complete fucking war zone. And excuse my Italian, but it's real. It's facts, baby. And if you're not prepared, you will literally be slaughtered. You know, there's no easy way to tell you, you know, but it's that serious. It's that fucking serious, you guys. You know? Facts, baby. And just because, you know, someone's being a moron or a degenerate and they don't believe or talk trash, doesn't mean it's not gonna change the course of anything. It's about to go down. It's about to go down out here. So let people talk trash. It don't matter. Because we're all in this shit together. You know? Facts. And you're going to see how those people end up who don't believe or talking trash. Like, oh, it ain't going to happen. This is a bunch of BS. Okay, it's a conspiracy. Good luck. You know, because we know it's about to go down out here in this bitch. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, meaning guns, whatever, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations. Why? Because lack of bread, no food, water, your basic essentials to survive, you know, medical services. Oh yeah. It's gonna be that real out here. You know, it's gonna be that real. You know, it's facts. You know, this facts. Because one thing about war and survival, it brings reality. So no matter how, you know, someone could talk trash and be an actor all they want, that's totally fine. But once the chips are down, just like the Joker said, these people will eat each other, and that's facts, and they will, because people are actually gonna eat people. That's how bad it's gonna be. Can you imagine? Just think about that for a second. That it's gonna be so bad that people have to actually result to actually eating one another. Like, is that bad? That fucking bad. I mean, man, you're like, wow, man, that's that bad? That bad. We're talking desperate times. Calls for desperate measures. And you guys already know that. You know? Facts, baby. You know, imagine when you have, you know, a couple people out there who are poor or whatever, you know, they have to do some desperate shit. They have to steal, you know, and, you know, some people have to do that because not necessarily they're not like bad people, but it's because like they're desperate, you know, they have no food, they have nothing. So they gotta kind of like go get it how they live. All right. Imagine one or two people. All right. Imagine all these cities are like that. It's going to be kill or be killed. Last man standing, only the strong survive. See that? So this is why it's very important to repent, watch what's happening, because these times they're right here. You know, famine and martial law, the collapse of the dollar bill is right here at our doorstep, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, stay strong, on your feet, soldier. Shalom.